Well, hello. Welcome back to another Doki Doki Literature Club stream. And wow, I haven't came back to this series in like a week or two, and I really do need to finish this because there's a lot of lore stuff that's been coming out, and I've been desperate to want to, watch the videos and see where they added, but figure that I should probably finish this myself before I dive any deeper into any of the lore, or the new lore, that is, because I know some of the old ones, but from what I've seen, there's many more exciting things that's been going on. So I don't remember where I left off, but there's nothing new. But yeah, I'm gonna open the DLC from the Metaverse desktop. Ah, here's the peaceful music. Not for long. Yay! Anime game. Fun! Cute anime girls. Good. My gosh, I'm going to regret this. Alright, so last time I ended with, I guess, a poem session. So, I've also pulled up a guide right here because instead of, going for the bad ending, I'm just gonna go straight towards the good ending. So to save myself from all the time and trouble. So I'm mainly trying to focus this on Sayori. Let's see. Uh-oh, wrong one. Shoot. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this might take a while, even though I kind of have an idea of what words kind of appeal to Sayori, but let's see. Oh, that's sad. Embrace, I know that's one of them. Misfortune, I think that's more of Yuri's. Amazing, okay. Okay. Oh my god, that is terrible. That. Hold on, let me change the lights a bit. There you go. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is sad. This is really sad. Sunset. Peaceful. Is that one of them? Yes, it is. Dead. Me too. Existence. That's definitely more of a word for Yuri. Forgive, I guess, because that makes sense. Joy. Yep. Okay. So yeah, most of them. Well, I'm gonna have to go back to like the beginning for stuff, but yep. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think I'll know how to do this. But peace? No. Oh, okay, that's one. I know that's one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I got most of them. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. I hope I didn't repeat this, but entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. Just wanted to look at it. I want to rob you of all of your fortunes and take whatever is left in your wallet. That's what. Ah, Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. Coin purse? Isn't that kind of... Okay, whatever. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets all the contents go onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Haha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't know that she was listening in. Her face was in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yeah, good excuse. Yeah, great excuse. Yuri, tell me to borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. See? Listen to Yuri. Be responsible. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. Great. Hold on. Children, am I right? Hold on, I skipped that part. Doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the revolution. Yes, revolt. Revolt against Sayuri. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. What? That was a fierce slap. Okay. Ow. What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? Is this because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oh my gosh. Sayuri suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arm around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayuri... Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Maybe she's tampering around and, looking into our conversation with her omniscient abilities and the power to whatever. You know what? I'll let the game speak for itself. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Someone's getting salty. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well. I don't really. I just kinda started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade? My English teachers are gonna if they have Twitch, they're gonna flood the streams with my incorrect pronunciation. But I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Well, cookies are pretty easy to eat. I mean, no matter, like, if someone gives me like a big cookie like that, yeah, I'd probably finish it in like 5 minutes. Hey, I don't know if it's not normal. Cause, I don't know. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica were going to make some posters and stuff. Well, a little grammar lesson, even though I'm nowhere close to being qualified enough to teach grammar. I'm pretty sure that sentence wasn't even grammatically correct, but it's supposed to be Monica and I. You're welcome, kids. Watch my stream and you get yourself an A++ in English. Please do not take my advice on any of this. So I need to go find some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Oscar to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Someone's making a move. Aw, but I wanted to go. So much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. Oh, it was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready? Yep, let's go. Monica's making advances and now she's gonna start camping around in the background. Sayori and I exit the classroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around this hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. No, a kid will not nearly be as, well, I don't know, calm, because kids are something. No, I'll just put it that way. There's something else when it comes to their energy. Like, oh my gosh. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you can make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Did you not hear what she just said? Well, everyone's gonna take turn on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. I kind of have to agree with the MC here, because, like, this is not ancient Greece back in the BC days when, you know, poems are all the fire back then. I mean, nowadays, like, nobody really cares for poems anymore, and it's hard to get them to, even if people are willing to explore a bit. Because, I mean, if you go up with an instrument or a song, that's probably, like, that'll catch their attention. But if you go up and recite a poem, honestly, not to diss on any poetry enjoyers, but not many people will pay attention or even find it remotely interesting solely because it's poetry, and that's usually one of the most, I guess, the least fun class to take or segment of ELA in school and everything. You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. Okay, I guess the game just read our minds. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckon to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. That's a pretty sugar-coated way to say to commit, or to say that you commit murder and destroying vegetation. But okay, you do you. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori? How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You're meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. Oh, I know. Just a minute is a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess it means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hallway again. Hey Oscar, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. Now, if this was a normal dating simulator, we all know what happens in the empty classrooms. But no, this has to be the most traumatic one shall ever play. Literally says that in the trailer. Probably like the most traumatic horror dating sim ever. Yay. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going and venturing Sayori brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. It's called nostalgia. It's called friendship. You know, friendship may be great, but not as great as family. I never watched Fast and Furious, so I don't even think I should be making the memes, but the two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Don't eat them. Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Now, is this sponsored? Is this game sponsored? They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons off the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Now at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Oh, I dropped one by accident. Smack! Ah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow. Ow? You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. Well, someone just came out of the closet. I'm probably gonna regret making that joke. You have to move your hand, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. That's gonna leave a mark. I should find you some ice. Oscar. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even when wincing from the pain, Sayuri makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. You know what happens to unicorns in the modern day? If they do find unicorns, they'll probably get poached to extinction. If not, it's already extinct because it may have existed once before. But who knows? I pat Sayuri on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter if she will be used as an ice pack rather than a drink. But I know Sayuri likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayuri. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. Wait, what brand is that? I have no idea. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayuri, here. I hand Sayuri the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayuri opens the cap and starts drinking from it. What are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayuri placed the bottle against the bump on her forehead. Man, I cannot speak. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, this kinda reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You're kind of oblivious in some ways. Oh my gosh. This is where the hint starts dropping. Ah, okay. Like I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. I need to look up. Hold on. Okay. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. Okay. Well, just taking some time to see what I have to do because I don't want to, go through the entire thing. I want to just go straight to the happy ending and take a good look at the side stories. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and was afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out, even though it really wasn't your fault at all. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? I forgot. Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you to get out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. Oh my gosh. Good old tsundere MC. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it would be like this forever? Ooh. If this is middle school, that's how everyone would act. The moment someone says anything that's remotely like, oh, do you like this person? Then everyone in the class is gonna be like, but yeah, forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college. Oh, you're not gonna get that far. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayuri has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside. When I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Yeah, because in Japanese schools, we all know what happens if any speculation of two students doing the deed. But yeah, good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sorry hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Yeah, you know, blood rushing through the skin will probably induce more pain while traveling, I don't know, across like the area where you've gotten an injury, but I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. Y'all only got crayons. You're supposed to get glue sticks and poster paper and stuff. I follow Sayori. Oh my gosh, actually, I think I have accidentally said the forbidden genre of a certain thing. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. She plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back into the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was just about ready to start with sharing our poems. I was just about ready. Okay, never mind. I was just about ready, yeah. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayon to smack my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, we were able to find everything we needed. I have it right. Eh? Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Okay, so they did get the stuff. Okay. Props to the MC. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made an adventure. And you made yourself a unicorn. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Who should I show my poems to first? Well, always Sayori, because we literally went through a guide to try to get the good ending. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one that feels that way, so... No way. Not even Natsuki? I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's not easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. Someone's mind is deep into the gutter. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah. I guess what I'm saying is I feel more feelings. I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. Careful for getting my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Smooth brain, small smooth brain. You never understand when I try to explain things, do you? To you. Do you? That's kind of a weird sentence structure. Maybe that's just me. I pass Sayori's head. Ah, hey. I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, will you give me your poem? I don't want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Well, the other times it's been... Sorry, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah, a broken pencil. Dang, okay, so... How do you break a pencil, like, unconsciously? Just... Dang, she must be strong. Jeez. Buff Suki? More like Buff Sayori. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Uh-huh, 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 uh. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. Oh, it's this one. Okay. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. In bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps, doesn't feel like time elapsed, like my empty shelves could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. They come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo inside my head. Aw, that's sad. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings lately. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe it's because I was so used to you being cheerful. Oh, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. No, you're not. Oh, wait, hold on. I missed that one. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it. That's a terrible way to compliment one's work. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, even if it helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Oh, you will. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori has always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I'm not so sure about that statement now. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright, let's just go down the list. Natsuki. Natsuki's next. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as one. I get the feeling that you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Maybe that was a compliment? I'm glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Same wavelength? The Reddit hive mind. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone be so, fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That's a little necessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You can say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, prickly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh. And I remember when the first time I read this, I was just like, dang, you got some problems, girl. But now dissecting into this, or at least instead of my 7th grade, 12-year-old edgy self, now a much more mature. I can't even say that with a straight face. Much more mature and big-brained me. Yeah. So I guess this poem is more like how closed off some people are from each other. How certain things just completely, like, say, if I say I like pineapples on pizza, probably all the Italians are immediately gonna hate me. Regardless whether anything else I do, is because it goes against their beliefs, and therefore they do dislike me. And that's how people are like these days. It's just, oh, you disagree with me? Well then screw you. And I can't say that I am exempt from this aspect of the human mind, but it's definitely something that is much, like, more and more apparent. I don't know if that's the correct term to put it as, but yeah. People are starting to be less and less accepting, and it's getting kind of bad. I mean, I'm not gonna get it, like, going any deeper before I get myself rather political or anywhere else, but I think we kind of understand, like, what this poem is trying to convey, but not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message was pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you're gonna explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's how everyone thinks might. It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Hold on. Okay. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Manga! Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best after all. Hold on. I just saw some really... Oh, okay. So it's the same guide. Alright. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Alright. Now, let's go to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really. Thanks. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm happy to help inspire fellow writers. Well, I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. Hold on, I'm gonna check on my stream real quick. Okay, that's fine. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see your mind, see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Oh. Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I give a raccoon a piece of bread, and my subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I am merely projecting my emotions on a newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Huh. Okay. I'm not gonna get into that only because it can be very sensitive to some people. So I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. A bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it was supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more usual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Did Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter that what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. Does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seems like the kind of person who will make fun of my hobbies, but I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. And now, the final one. Hold on. Okay. Again, how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, it's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayuri like the other ones that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them a share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I didn't really mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Meaningless. Load me. So, recalling from what I've said about this one back in like, when, you know, edgy 12-year-old me, I was, oh my gosh, I was so cringy when I thought, like, they were just referencing the trig terms. No, the sine, cosine, and tangent are the sound waves, and basically what this poem's entailing is how she is conscious of, you know, herself being in a game, and she's speaking directly to us. I don't like that. Screw you, Monica. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I like kind of playing with my space on the paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. That was definitely a conversation. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Here it is. The first sign that the fourth wall is breaking. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. And it's funny how the main character doesn't even say anything. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sari has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we could give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to do for the event. Sorry, I thought you'd heard about it today. Already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sorry, just putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sorry, who's been coloring a poster holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri has never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. And if we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it'll inspire others to do the same. The more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them and find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, that is a lot to ask for some people, but okay. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica has been trying really hard to get new members. That's funny coming from the MC, the main character, who is, you know, stuck at home, gamer, played games for like, I don't know, most of his high school. That is really funny coming out, you know, from him. But okay. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oh, excuse me. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. And you're not wrong! Because you're gonna die. Regardless of whatever circumstances that causes your death. Yeah, okay. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. I didn't know that was a word. Okay. The four of us applaud. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to snap, but okay. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. Oh, welcome, Manolia Nya. I think I butchered that, but welcome to the stream, and definitely thanks for the follow. I'm pretty sure my follower goal has expired long ago, but you know what? We always welcome anyone that's interested in, you know, joining the club. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, wait, where is that? The poem full of twists and turns in its structure as she enunciates with perfect timing. There must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggled. Sayuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Naruhodo. Wakarun. Like that one scene in Jujutsu Kaisen where Gojo shows Itadori how to, different examples of cursed energy and just that art style change. Anyway. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it coming from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayuri meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayuri. Even Oscar likes it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. Eh? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of general delivery wouldn't work as well. You might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Oscar. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let him lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everybody else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. This poem is called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. And actually, that is kind of interesting, because I think I'm kind of that way as well. Like, I think it's easier for me to, say if it's like a public... Actually, I've never done public speeches, but I used to sing, I guess. Like, within, like, my family and their immediate friends, we used to, like, hold, like, a little party to kind of celebrate during like the New Year's, the Chinese New Year's, or Thanksgiving, and yeah, it was easier for me to sing in front of like people that I barely know than it is to sing in front of people like that I've known for a long time, and it is kind of weird. I don't know how that works. I'm no psychologist, but it's kind of weird how some people are more comfortable with sharing what they have with strangers than with someone they know. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It may be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what it is like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you will be practicing or reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too, it doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. This was a very long segment. Oh, long day, I guess. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. It's gonna be a big day, alright. I can't do this, I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayuri? Yup. Look at you two always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. Another thing that I kind of... I don't know. I think I may be more jealous of it. Of, like, say, Asian countries and their schools is that or just Asian countries in general. Like, yeah, it may not be fully developed, but you can walk everywhere. You don't need a car to get from point A to point B. And I think, like, my main problem with more developed countries is that you need to have a car, or else you can't get anywhere. It's whether it is to call a taxi or is it to get a bus. You just, like, basically, like, the Western societies are completely built towards the use of automobiles instead of, you know, something that encourages more like walking or cycling. And like that, I think I do have kind of a problem with that, only because it is nice to kind of just, you know, walk around town or around the city with your friends, and, you know, not having to rather hitch a ride from someone else or from a friend. You know, you can just walk everywhere, and like with your home being close enough that it's no problem walking home even if it's late. But that's just my own personal rant. I walk home with Sayuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayuri is a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayuri. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something about her from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayuri fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well... You see, okay. To be honest, I would be more inclusive to just, like, I don't know, get both of them. But if it's solely to choose, I would always, like, since in this case the main character has known Sayuri for a long time, so I definitely just walk home with, you know, Sayuri. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But you're so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home after. I wouldn't ruin that for you. You're so silly. You think about me too much sometimes. Oh, pieces. This is where things start to take a turn for the worst. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayuri to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, okay, whatever. So, what? The main character just said that. Jeez. Wait, how far does this go back? Okay, so it goes back to like that. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm gonna save right here. so I probably have to restart the whole game, but that's fine. Well, once it comes to the part that I do have to restart, that is. But that, I think I'm gonna stop right here. That was actually a really long, quote-unquote day in game, and we're getting closer to some not very fun parts of the game, but I mean, I don't know what I have to say about it. I'm gonna exit right now. Let's see if there's anything new. Ooh, side stories. We've gotten, okay, so we've gotten another one. So there's 6. So I'm assuming there's gonna be part 3s for these as well. So we've unlocked another side story. That's pretty cool. So nothing from here. So we've got more poems. Okay. Hole in the wall. Alright. And we've also gotten a scene with Sayori. Okay. So nothing really new so far. I'm interested. What are these going to be? Because I know some of them will be Yuri and Natsuki's home, but oh, actually, this might be like inside of our room. Huh. Okay. Sketches. Oh. A sketch by David Evelyn to test and compare different hairstyles for Sayori. Okay, these sketches are really different from promo. From like the beginning of everything. Because like the art style ended up being completely different. That is pretty cool. But yeah, I am going to end the wait, what if I quit? Setting. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream for today, and I'm definitely going to come back to this to finish it and see if I can find any secrets or just take a deeper dive into the side stories. And I think I'm gonna do that after I completely play through the run with a good ending, and then try to see for any other secrets that I can conjure up on the internet. But other than that, yes, this will be our Doki Doki Literature Club stream, and we'll catch you guys next time.